So let's talk about a case, whether we can apply to Kant's idea. So if, for example, if someone like every day like to eat a lot and drink alcohol and not take care of his own health, and Kant will say, no, it's not rational, right? So it's not a better law you give yourself. This kind of law, but you might ask me, this kind of law maybe every people different. Maybe cash, your law doesn't is not like my law, right? But Kant think this kind of law will rational being will use their public reason, then everyone will have the same law. Okay, for example, we say the same law like we should not kill people, we should not steal, and we should not be tell a lie, we should not tell a lie, something like that. As an autonomous being, as a rational being, and then we will find out, we will figure out some rational law, universal law, and so act freely to choose the end for itself, for its own sake. So for Kant, because we are rational being capable of reason, and we are autonomous being capable of acting and choosing freely. So there are three very important moral principles of Kant. Three moral principles of Kant. First is act only according to that maximum, whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. So act only according to that maximum, whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. This is the first one of the moral principle. So this kind of universal law, like can we kill people, can we steal other money, can we cheat, tell a lie, can we have unfair with others? If we can, as a universal law, we should allow others to do the same thing to us. If you cannot stand, then you should not do it, right? For example, you say, as a rational being, I would like to have 3 wives. For sure, you can, as a rational being, but if only for Kant, only if you can accept your wife have 3 husbands, then we say it fit the idea of universal law, right? So everyone should be the same or should follow the same law. So for Kant, this kind is universal law. And second, act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end. You see here, the key point is as an end. So we should regard others as an end, not only or not merely as a means. So like a surrogate mother, and we should not regard her only as a means. So a means just a tool and a machine to help others to have a baby, right? So Kant will say no, just like sex worker, and only a means to sacrifice to satisfy one's desire. Kant thinks it's wrong. But you might ask me, if we go to the restaurant and we ask the clerk or waitress to help us to get delicious food, so do we also regard them as a means? So we use others as a tool to help us to get the food. So in fact, many jobs, they are only means, right? So you might ask, you might feel, even like teacher, only a means to help the students to get the knowledge. But Kant emphasize here, merely means. So that means no, because Kant thinks in this kind of jobs, not only we regard other people, they are only means, but we also regard or respect them as an ends. So that means they can doing this kind of job, or when they realize when we do these things, they are not only the means for others, but they also pursue their own ends. Right? So pursue their own ends, so they are also not only the means, merely the means, but also an ends. Okay, so ends and the means at the same time. So we should not regard others as merely means. Okay, and that's one of the moral principle is therefore every rational being must so act as if he were through his maximum, always a legislating member in the universal kingdom of ends. A member of the universal kingdom. Why? Because it's similar like a universal law. So everyone in this field, rational beings, must so act as if he was through his maximum, always legislating member. Okay, and in the universal kingdom of ends. Right? So we have introduced the 3 principles of Kant's moral principles. Do you still remember which 3? First, we should regard others, human being, as an end, right? Sorry. First is about the universal law. So we think as rational beings, and we want others to follow the law, and this kind of law not as others to follow, but also ourselves. So this kind of law should be universal law. Universal law. First is universal law. Second, we should regard others. We should regard us as ends, and even we can regard as others as means and also ends at the same time. But we cannot regard others as merely means. This is second. And then the third point of the moral principle is we regard as a member of the legislating member in the ends, in the kingdom of ends, and so we try to give a law and as a member of legislating member, and we give the law. So not only think of ourselves or our problem, but as a legislating to regulate the kingdom of the ends. So these are 3 principles of Kant. Alright, so next section I would like to introduce you other aspect of Kant's idea of freedom. Thank you.